And Deku has a big confrontation at the end of this chapter with one of Miley's favorite characters, one of the villains himself, Tomura Shigaraki. And I gotta say, him and his new little friends that he seems to be getting for his little for his little villain alliance, I think shit is gonna go down very quick. So I was honestly surprised for like the start of the chapter. It's like Shigaraki, he was just like there, like saying, "Fuck off, you fucking pieces of shit." He was just there, like these guys look like a fucking piece of shit and all that. It's like this snot-nosed little shit and some guy that doesn't understand respect. I'm like, wow, come on. Even like the fucking black hole guys, like, come on, man. Like, what are you saying? Like, you know, these guys, they seem to be really up for it and all that. It's like, let's listen to how they say introductions at least and all that. And we find out that the one like this, I think she was like she drains blood, I believe. That was like a blood draining murderer, which her name was like Himiko Toga, which was like, oh no, she seems like really happy. She's like, I want to become Stainy, I want to become the great Stainy. I was like, I don't know, you got some big like shoes to fill in, because Stain, I mean, just saying, he was one of the fucking greatest like in this series so far. So I don't know, Toga. And it's like, even as well with Darby as well, which was the other guy, which I fucking love his design. Like, I don't know if it's just me and all that, but he looks a lot like from someone from like Barrage. Like, he looks like an older version of the main character from Barrage, really. Like, I was like, you know what, fuck it, that'll be the whole thing. And it's like, I think his name is supposed to mean like cremation or something like that, so that could like have something to do with like what exactly, like why he looks like that, you know, why he's got all that sort of stuff like attached to his face. Maybe like, you know, that's sperm. I don't know. I'm very curious to see like what exactly his powers are and all that. And it's just like, holy shit, when fucking Shigaraki just went right in. He was like, yo, I never asked your names and all that. I'm not feeling this at all. And he's like, they're no good. He just goes straight in, and like, they didn't fucking hesitate at all. Like, Darby and like Toto, like, they didn't like hesitate. Just went straight in with the knives and shit like that. And fucking Black Ops, he had to stop that shit. He had to fucking like just get straight in, like putting all their hands everywhere. And it's like, no, we're not having this right now. Like, they're here to help us. And like, he's like there, he's like Shigaraki, he's like, oh fuck all of this and all that. He's like, I ain't got time for this shit like that. It's like, really? Like, come on, man, you need these guys regardless of what. I mean, they might be a little bit of a downgrade from Stain, we don't know, but it's like, they're huge potential. I felt a little bad when we kind of went back to like the whole heroes and everything. It's like some of them didn't make the test and all that. Some of them didn't actually make the cut and everything. And I was like, oh no. I was like, you know, they do their best and all that. Can you blame them really if they like mess up or something like that? I think it was like Ashido, like, was like one of the ones that I like Ashido a lot. Like, I think she's a really cool character and all that. She's like always over the top, perky and stuff like that. I like that about it. Like, they're all getting upset and then they start like saying like, "Fuck you, Deku. Not everyone could be cool like that. No, it has the best like partners and stuff like that." It's like, come on. It's like, and even the fucking piece of shit grape guy is like there. He's like, "Oh, I'm so cool, motherfucker. You didn't get there nowhere. Like, you had to figure Deku and all that just need to get through that shit." And they went against All Might. You went against like probably one of the more easier ones, like Midnight. Like, she was kind of one of the more easier ones to go against like that. Like, Quirk wasn't exactly that kind of, you know, insane and all that. But I did like, you know, that walk. So at the end, it's like, oh, by the way, everyone's gonna go to like the capital. Like, everyone goes to that, and like, I kind of like that, like just the face and all that. They all, it's like, what a twist, like that. Everyone going nuts like that. It's like, yeah. Like, we fucking do it. It's like, I think one of the main reasons for that was just like, oh, it was a logical ruse, but it's like, hey, like, everyone did really well on like, you know, like on the theory, so it's like, why the fuck not? All you guys are doing. So like, come on, like, as a little celebration and all that. It's like, oh, Class A and all that. Let's go have a little shopping trip and all that. It's like, hey, you know, you should come too. Bakugo, fuck off. All right. Hey, Todoroki, you want to cool? You're a cool guy. Nah, hospital. So it's just like everyone else, and like, you know, you got like Uraraka, Deku, like Ida, like all of them there. I'm not gonna lie, they look pretty awesome in their school outfit. I'm not gonna lie. Like, when they're not in there, it's like, you know, the casual wear, they look kind of cool and all that. It's like, even with Uraraka and all that, it says everyone just dipped on their asses, and it was just the two of them, and I was like, oh, you love him and all that, having that whole stuff like from last time, like, oh yeah, it's like she just runs away. It's like Deku gets left alone. It's like, okay, here we go. Let's see, we got a little stuff. And the chapter, how honestly I liked at the end, was like when we saw like this guy just approach him saying, "Hey, you're the cool badass kid from UA, yo, give me a signature, how's it going?" And then he starts grabbing his neck and everything. It's like, yo, must be fate or destiny. The last time I saw you was in the UA invasion and all that. It's like, let's go have some tea now, shall we? Like, I was like, ah, you fucking Shigaraki, you badass motherfucker. And we do get to see his face this time and all that, which I really do like, since we always got the hand over it. I mean, I think it would be a little bit obvious if he had his hand over his face like that while I was going for that. And he just looks like, oh my god, he looks fucking evil as a motherfucker without that shit. I mean, he looks pretty bad without him, but it's like, his face and all that, it's just like the way that he's just designed and all that, like with his face reveal, I was like, holy shit, he looks fucking evil as shit. Like, he looks really evil. And it's like, yep. Well, about time to see what the fuck he really wants to talk about and all that. Let's see if he can have a nice conversation with Deku. So honestly, I really enjoyed this chapter a lot. I cannot wait. It's nice to see, like, you know, all the characters and all that and bonding. I really did like that. Either show like, hey, not everyone passed and all that, but hey, you did really well either way. So here's your kind of reward. Everyone gets to go to the camp and everything. So good job on that shit. I did enjoy it. So I'm gonna give this one a solid 8 this week. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. But that's all from me. So thank you very much for watching as always, and I'll catch you guys next time.